still got some chocolate here from Europe. Really awesome place in London called the M&M Factory. If you're ever in that city, make sure you go there. So, Easter's coming up, and as we all know, Easter is not all about chocolate. I kid the Easter bunnies and their chocolate. Easter is the time of year that we celebrate the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ. Usually involved in lots of events during Easter. Our church in Malaysia does a video type thing for all the different holidays, Easter, Christmas. And last year, I was asked to help film part of the play we were doing. The theme was hope and harmony. I had to film my friend Jer in a really tear-jerking suicide scene. And so in order to do this, we went off to the beach, right next to our house in Malaysia, just across the bird sanctuary. It's about a 5-minute walk. We have this beautiful beach, Tanjung Lipa. We call it our beach. We're possessive of a lot of the stuff near our house there. So we go to film at our beach. I got all the equipment. You know, I love filming. It's so carefree. I went there in my pajamas. Jeremiah's got the whole look going. He has his hair all messed up. He looked like an elderly man going through a midlife crisis. So we get there. It's just me, Jeremiah, his full name, Jeremiah Chin. Me, Jeremiah Chin, and our youth leader, Kenneth Tham. So I'm on my stomach, you know, I'm getting all the best shots. We have to film scenes where he's falling off a very high building. Of course, lots of camera tricks are induced in that. So I'm trying to get all the perfect angles, and all my camera equipment and stuff was in a sling bag. So before I started lying all across the beach, I put it by one of the flower vases nearby. It's a very beautiful beach. They have flower vases, yes, at our beach. So I leave my bag there and we go off to keep filming. After a while, my camera battery starts to wane. I go back to the vase to find my bag to get one of my backup batteries, only to find that my bag has been misplaced. I try not to panic, you know, my bag's missing. What's in it? My wallet, my money, my foreign identification, my iPhone, all my dad's camera equipment. That's like, I need a 6th finger on this hand, like. So after a while of searching the beach, I'm panicking. I'm starting to panic. There were these 2 guys in the parking lot, kind of shady characters. They're the only ones nearby, and they'd been staring at us the whole time. I kind of had a feeling that they were the ones who had taken my bag and equipment. I start walking towards them. Before I even get halfway, they're already on their scooter and going down the road. We lost them. I was pretty dismayed. 90% sure they had taken my bag. And just to be sure, we were searching the beach up and down. None of the vases had my bag. Apparently plants aren't very good at guarding things. Gardening, yes. Guarding, not so much. So I'm getting kinda desperate. When I don't answer calls, I kinda get in trouble. So I was worried that they would call me and some stranger would pick up, or the stranger wouldn't even answer it. So here I was thinking about my phone. All of a sudden, Jeremiah points out to me, "Hey look, isn't that your bag?" I looked. It couldn't be true. Here were 2 6-year-olds going through the carcass of my empty Adidas Sling. I run over there and snatch it out of their hands. They were pretty startled. Someone had taken all the contents of my bag and had run away with them. Through the broken Malay that was spoken between me and these 2 boys, apparently their older sister had given them this husk and ran down the pathway along the road towards this bridge at the end of the beach. And so, me and Jer are walking down there. Jeremiah is still playing the whole drunk guy act. He's got the beer can in his hand, and I'm just like, put that thing down! He's trying not to waste it, you know? Classic Jer. And so we're halfway there. We're talking to every single person we meet along the way. Find a grandma carrying water in the direction we were headed. We tried asking her what had happened with the contents of my bag and if she knew anything about where they might be, in our broken Malay. Both of us talking at the same time. She was pretty scared, come to think of it. We could tell by her ingenuity that she had nothing to do with the dealings of my bag. So we continue down this path. We finally get to the end of the beach, and here is this bridge where we've driven over thousands of times, but never actually saw what was underneath. I look under. You have to duck down to about knee height. I'm going down there like this. There's a whole community of people living under this bridge. They got like cardboard boxes, crates, basic necessities, shelters, clotheslines, makeshift beds. I wonder what they do when it floods in there. A whole community living right under this bridge. We drive over this bridge like 3 times a day. It's hard for a guy my height to be ducking down this level in order to see anything. Everyone just stares at us whenever we peek our heads under. One of them, apparently a female, has taken our belongings. By belongings, my identification, but more importantly my phone. Several minutes later, the grandma eventually catches up with us. We find out she lives under there with the rest of the community. She was nice enough to stay outside and have a yelling conversation with those underneath the bridge, asking what had happened with the belongings in our bag. After a short while of her speaking in a completely different dialect that none of us understood, two hands came out from underneath the bridge, cradling all of my stolen materials. There in the center was my OtterBox encased phone. Couldn't believe it. So we collect the things, grateful to have them all back. Just to give you an idea, all my camera equipment was kept in a large Ziploc bag. Instead of opening it from the top, the person who had taken it ripped open the bottom in order to get the materials out. I felt really bad for these people. We ended up giving the grandma some ringgit in appreciation for her help. Walking back towards our beach, I was looking through the things they had handed me. Lo and behold, one of the 6-year-old boys comes running up behind us. He taps me on the back and passes me my dad's battery. I was amazed, to say the least. It was a stressful morning. Overjoyed, I then texted my mom something I probably shouldn't have. We finished up filming his drunk suicide scene in no time. I then later went home only to lose all the footage. We had to reshoot the next day. Moral of the story is don't film Easter plays last minute. But yeah, I was really blessed to find all my stuff in the end there. According to my friends, once you lose something in Malaysia, you never get it back. And yep, that about sums up my last year beach pajama Easter experience with Jeremiah. Hi.
I didn't even flush, I was so worried.
That's okay, you can flush.
Your recording time?
It's okay.